Exploded now. Tottenham takeover. Negotiations with Qatar continue as pressure mounts on Daniel Levy. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. According to The Guardian, negotiations for a potential Qatari takeover of Tottenham Hotspur are ongoing, with a proposed deal valued at approximately £3.75 billion. However, a significant sticking point in the discussions is the condition that Daniel Levy remains at the helm of the club, a prospect that has been met with fierce opposition from large sections of the Spurs fan base. The pressure on Levy has reached unprecedented levels due to Tottenham's disappointing campaign, which has left supporters increasingly frustrated with the club's direction under his leadership. As a result, a large-scale protest is being planned for April 6th, ahead of the Premier League clash against Southampton, where fans will once again voice their demands for change at the highest levels of the club's hierarchy. Despite the widespread discontent, Qatari investors appear keen to retain Levy, viewing his financial expertise and experience in managing the club's commercial growth as valuable assets. The potential deal is reportedly structured as a phased buyout, which would allow ENIC to gradually relinquish control while keeping Levy in a key executive position. Sources suggest that the investors are private individuals rather than Qatar Sports Investments or Sheikh Jassim, who previously attempted to purchase Manchester United. Tottenham's financial status has been transformed under Levy's tenure, particularly following the construction of the state-of-the-art Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. The club now generates over £500 million annually, making it one of the wealthiest teams in Europe. However, critics argue that despite the financial success, the sporting aspect has suffered, with repeated managerial instability, poor squad planning, and a lack of silverware defining the Levy era. The ongoing protests highlight the growing rift between Levy and the fan base, who see his continued presence as an obstacle to genuine progression. With investment talks intensifying and pressure mounting, the coming months could be decisive in determining the future of Tottenham Hotspur. Whether the Qatari deal goes through or not, one thing remains clear. Spurs fans are demanding radical change, and they will not settle for mere financial stability without sporting ambition. Tottenham Hotspur are plotting a double raid on Wolverhampton Wanderers at the end of the season. They are keen on signing Matheus Cunha and João Gomes from the West Midlands club. Wolves have had a disappointing season so far, and they are very much in the battle for survival. If they go down to the Championship at the end of the season, it could be difficult for them to hold on to their best players. According to a report from Give Me Sport, Cunha is expected to leave the club at the end of the season, regardless of where they finish on the table. The Brazilian attacker is on the radar of Tottenham, and he has a £62.5 million release clause in his contract. It will be interesting to see if Tottenham are willing to pay up. They could use a versatile forward like him, and he could transform them in the attack. The Brazilian is capable of operating anywhere across the front three, and he will add creativity to the side. Cunha will want to compete at the highest level, and playing for a big club like Spurs will be quite attractive for him. Spurs keen on João Gomes as well. Meanwhile, Gomes is on their radar as well, and Tottenham could certainly use more depth and quality in the central midfield. The Wolves midfielder will add control, composure, and defensive steel to the side. He is reportedly valued at £50 million according to Give Me Sport, and Spurs will have to spend in excess of £100 million in order to get the two deals across the line. They need to improve their squad during the summer transfer window if they want to battle it out with the elite clubs. It will be interesting to see if Daniel Levy is willing to spend a premium on the two players. They are proven performers in the Premier League, and they could transform Tottenham. Enzo Milot, the young star of VfB Stuttgart, is on the radar of the leading clubs in Europe. The 22-year-old French midfielder is noted for his impressive performance in the Bundesliga. The Boy Hotspur believes Tottenham Hotspur stands out as one of the most serious candidates for the potential transfer of Milot. Milot has made it clear that he sees Stuttgart as a stepping stone in his career and wants to make a transition to a bigger club. Although he has a contract until 2028, the release clause in his contract, which ranges from 20 million euros, makes him an attractive target for the Premier League giants. Tottenham is leading the way among the clubs that want to take this opportunity decently. Although it is known that clubs such as Borussia Dortmund and Barcelona are also interested. Tottenham's determination to add Milo to their squad is noteworthy. Milo, who is seen as a player who can adapt to the competitive structure, especially in the Premier League, can add depth and creativity to Tottenham's midfield rotation. Although Stuttgart hopes to keep Milo in the squad for next season, the player's transfer request and the release clause may complicate these plans. In addition to Tottenham, this transfer race, in which other big clubs are also involved, is destined to become one of the most remarkable stories of the summer transfer period. Tottenham isn't quite the sum of its parts. Some of this can be laid at Postecoglou's door. But the midfield would surely benefit from some organisation, and Milo may well relish being a part of such a makeover. Questions have been asked about Yves Bissouma, most recently by Ange himself. Tottenham Hotspur have been installed as the favourites to sign a versatile Belgian defender, but the race for the player is expected to heat up, with one Serie A giant also ready to jump into the contest. Following the arrival of Kevin Danso from Lens in January, it remains to be seen what kind of reinforcements Ange Postecoglou is eyeing to his backline this summer. It was reported last week that Tottenham have asked for information about Genoa centre-back Koni De Winter, who has impressed since swapping Juventus for Stadio Luigi Ferraris last summer. Now, a fresh report has offered an update on the race for the 22-year-old, with a number of clubs alleged to have joined the queue. A report in Interlive now claims that the Bundesliga duo, Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund, are both big fans of De Winter and his physical attributes. West Ham are also thought to be keeping an eye on the centre-back, who has also featured as a right-back on a few occasions this season. However, as things stand, it is Ange Postecoglou's men who are said to be leading the race for the defender as we edge closer to the summer window. The report claims that Tottenham Hotspur are at the forefront for De Winter's signature, but asserts that the Lily-Whites would first have to move some players on before making a move for the Genoa man. Interlive go on to suggest that more clubs could enter the race for De Winter before the summer if he continues impressing over the coming weeks. The outlet explains that Inter Milan are also watching the Genoa man and have confidence that they can complete a deal for him. The Nerazzurri are expected to intensify contacts with De Winter's entourage over the coming weeks and may pose a serious threat to Tottenham's hopes of landing the centre-back. That's it for today's update. If you like the video and want to keep up with everything Tottenham, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for our latest content. Remember to give this video a thumbs up and share it with other Spurs fans. Let's build our Tottenham News Today community together. Thanks for watching. And as always, come on you Spurs.